Good morning, guys, and welcome to
Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Just one glass in, you're already on my mind. When it gets late, I always realize that I need you. Are you thinking about me too?
I decided to travel to Turkey as a transit destination on my way from New Delhi to Toronto. And today I'm going to give you my 9 days long itinerary from start to finish. I'm so happy I'm finally in Istanbul. I will also give you some options for cities you can add to your itinerary at the end of the video, so stick around.
Your hands around my waist, just let the music play. Like a drug, I am hooked on.
After a 10 hours long flight from New Delhi, I landed in Istanbul. And let me tell you, this time I've spent most of my trip in Istanbul and Cappadocia because I wanted to travel slow and explore all of the cities I'm visiting properly. Also, 9 days to cover one country is too less, and I can easily spend a month in Turkey and still not see everything. So this trip's motto was go slow.
Paradise, I'm taking a mental picture in my mind.
To be honest, I didn't do much on my first day because I was so tired. We just checked into our hotel, got settled in, and just walked around the area to get acquainted. I would suggest to get your money exchange today and get a SIM card if you haven't bought it from the airport. Get an Istanbul card for the public transport and prep yourself for the next day. Day 2 in Istanbul. And today, I'm taking you to Grand Bazaar in Istanbul.
That makes me say, oh man, you make it feel like paradise.
Grand Bazaar is one of the oldest and largest markets in the world, constructed in 1455, and still a bustling market in 2022. There are 21 entrances to the bazaar and can easily make you get lost in its alleys for one whole day. I spent around 4 to 5 hours in this place, amazed at how historical and architecturally sound this place is. And now we are in Sultanahmet Mosque, which is right in front of our accommodation, and it's apparently less crowded than Blue Mosque, so definitely a must visit if you want to see the architecture sans the crowd. Sultanahmet is the older part of Istanbul city and houses a lot of tourist attractions, so I decided to spend my third day exploring the old city. And you'll also find most of the time is spent in Sultanahmet area because most hotels and top tourist attractions are located here, including yesterday's Grand Bazaar. My day started in the underground reservoir called Basilica Cistern, then moved towards admiring the Christian and Islamic architecture of the 1500 years old Hagia Sophia, and lastly getting disappointed in Blue Mosque. So Blue Mosque is under construction. If you want, you can avoid it. There's you can't really see anything. It's all under construction, all pretty much closed off. But once it's done, I'm 100% sure it's going to be very beautiful. It looked so beautiful, whatever glimpses we could get. But you can avoid Blue Mosque and just see Hagia Sophia, Topkapi Palace and Basilica Cistern in this area. Check their website. I think I forgot to check, that's why I didn't know it was under construction. But check their website and see what's the status and then decide if you want to come here or not. But if it's open, definitely come here. It looks so nice. All these places are located right next to each other at walking distance, so you can use one whole day to see these places all together. But remember to start early because the crowd starts getting crazy as the day passes. So we are on our way to Cappadocia and we have a lot of bags. But there's one thing that you can do is ask your hotel if they can store your luggage so you don't have to take everything with you when you're traveling around different cities. That's what we did. We are here at our next hotel. We have a reservation from the 6th, but we are here on the 4th and they agreed to keep our bags for 2 days. So we are leaving those here and then heading off to the airport.
Got a million stupid reasons not to call.
Flights are definitely faster but more expensive. I also saw that at least half a day is used even if you take a flight. It's a good option if you have less days like me, but if you're traveling during high season like August, Be ready to spend at least $100 with 115 kg baggage to and from Cappadocia. If you want a more economical way to reach Cappadocia, you can also book one of the many overnight buses from Istanbul to Goreme. They can be as low as €5 and take around 12 to 14 hours to reach Goreme, which means you'll also save on one night's accommodation. I would have chosen this method to travel to Cappadocia if I had more days, but I did not, so I had to fly. It's hot in here, it's really hot, so 3 p.m. worst time of the day. But we've reached our hotel and it looks beautiful. Upstairs? Most tourists stay at Goreme, Uchisar or Nevşehir, and I chose Goreme because I found the most affordable accommodation there. Today mostly went in traveling, but don't worry, I've got a fabulous sunset, and you can catch it too from Sunset Point or your hotel's terrace like me. I was thinking to go to the Sunset Point to watch the sunset, but look behind me. If you see that, that's the Sunset Point. This is our hotel, and that's the sunset. Day 5 started with the most beautiful sunrise of my life in a hot air balloon. And I have posted a video about it last week, so watch that to get all the details. And my day ended with an adventurous ATV tour where I saw another beautiful sunset to end the day. I highly recommend accommodating this tour somewhere in your itinerary because it's cheap and a lot of fun. You would see certain parts of Goreme that you wouldn't otherwise. My last day in Goreme started with catching a sky full of hot air balloons, and trust me, you wouldn't want to miss this. The best place to watch hot air balloons is Love Valley, but a lot of hotel terraces also have a great view. Then we embarked on a day-long journey which is called the Green Tour. You need one full day for this tour because you see a lot of places and travel around 250 kilometers in a day. This underground city is like the perfect place for me. The perfect size. I fit in everywhere. I booked all these tours except the hot air balloon tour with a local tour company called Hero Tours and haggled my way to get a good deal. Make sure you ask around and bargain for a good deal, not get ripped off. So again, I am back in Istanbul and this time we are staying in Taksim. Beyoglu is the area where Taksim is located, popular for nightlife, shopping, restaurants, historical landmarks, and so much more. I am sure you must have heard of Taksim. Just walking on the streets of Taksim and admiring the beautiful architecture. It's really pretty. This area is the perfect blend of new and old, and you will never get bored of this place. Ask me, I had been here every single day of my stay in Istanbul and I still was so intrigued by how amazing this place was. Every suburb in this side has a separate charm, and you can see the change of vibe as soon as you move into the next suburb. I would highly recommend to walk around Beyoglu and see the different neighborhoods by yourself. You'll fall in love for sure.
So let us dance this night away. Our bodies move to the groove and the light that flickers.
Princess Islands is a group of 9 islands in the Sea of Marmara, just off the coast of Istanbul, making it the perfect day trip. Only 4 of the 9 islands are open for visitors, and I was going to Buyukada, the biggest of the 9 islands. You can take a public ferry from Cappadocia in European side of Istanbul to get to any of the 4 islands. It costs about 5 lira on Istanbul card one way. Ferries are also available from Asian side and it costs almost the same from there as well. The best part about these Princess Islands is that there are no cars over here. So there's no motor-driven vehicles, only electric cars, electric taxis and bicycles, or you can walk on foot. Earlier there used to be horse-driven carriages, but now they are banned as well, which is a great thing.
Feel the air get thinner. I'm standing in a blurry dream.
My trip to Buyukada was not the best and I'll share more about it in my next video. But I spent half a day at Princess Island and went back to mainland to explore another beautiful neighborhood called Balat. Balat can be easily reached by bus or taxi, and as soon as you enter Balat, you'll see less tourists, heaps of antique shops, and charming colourful buildings. Balat was an old Jewish quarter which now has been listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and this is a neighborhood that has changed my day from bad to wow. And once I went here, I didn't feel like leaving. This place also signifies how diverse Istanbul is and how unique every neighborhood is. And I would definitely recommend having half a day spare to visit Balat. Good morning. Last day in Turkey and tomorrow we are leaving. And I was contemplating whether I should do Dolmabahce Palace or not. Last night I decided I should do it because this is a marvelous piece of architecture and history. And I really wanted to see this place. We didn't do Topkapi Palace, so we are doing Dolmabahce Palace. We are here at around 1. The crowd is not that bad, just standing in the line to get our tickets. The ticket for this palace is 300 Turkish lira, which also includes a free audio guide. But to get that guide, you need to have your passport or 100 euros as deposit. I did not have either, so I did not get the guide. Dolmabahce Palace was constructed in the 1800s and is located on the Bosphorus river. Photos or videos were not allowed inside, but I still managed to get some really nice shots. This palace was another marvelous creation, and every room's ceiling had such stunning architecture that I was in awe. The history of this place is controversial and it looks like an European mansion that speaks of riches. But nevertheless, it's beautiful and you can easily spend 3 to 4 hours in the palace. So my suggestion would be to not pack too much into this day and just spend enough time in Dolmabahce Palace. And finally, no trip to Istanbul is complete without a Bosphorus cruise. There are plenty of tour companies that organize daily cruises, but they can be very expensive. I found a cheap cruise that cost only 60 lira and it was on a first come first served basis. This is what locals go for, and you can also take this cruise from Eminönü Pier and it takes you on a sunset tour on the river that separates Asia and Europe.
Got
the Tropicana, fresh cut sushi on a platter, brandy, honey, it don't matter shots. Till I drop.
What an amazing way to end the trip.
And they say, yo, guess you got a 2 o'clock appointment for.
I will post detailed daily vlogs about each day of my trip in the coming weeks. So keep watching this space, and if you want to visit more places during your trip, here are some of my recommendations that I was really interested to visit if I had more days.
Now I got the key. Rooftop pool, got a heli on speed. Ocean view from the highest peak. I'm complete. Oh, I want this to stay. These